Now, once all those ballots are counted, they're sent over to the state capitol, and that's where our Diana Coe is standing by. Diane, any idea how soon we might get that first printout?
Rick, you know, I couldn't tell you any better than my colleagues have, Paul and Ali, dwindling or no lines. That's exactly what we want to hear. Just because I'm at the central nervous system hub of where all the action is happening, you know, what the state is telling me is pretty consistent with what our colleagues have said, which is there is definitely going to be a delay. Actually, Chief Elections Officer Scott Nago just made himself available and is able to talk to me now. Hey, Scott, why don't you come on down and we can hear from the man himself. Scott, everybody wants to know what's the timing of the first printout.
So we're looking at about 8 o'clock now. There looks like about a 1 hour delay on line at Kapolei Hale, Honolulu Hale, and Wailuku in Maui.
Luckily, Paul Drews was just telling us there was no line, although there were people in Honolulu Hale, and Ali Duclos was saying that the line was dwindling in Wailuku.
Yeah, so they're estimating about 8 o'clock for the first report. As soon as the last voter has voted, we'll release the results.
Now, one of the issues that we had during the primary in getting, you know, batches of ballots in is that there was a transit time. You know, you got to drive the ballots from Kona to Hilo or fly them in from Lanai and Molokai. So what is the state doing this year to make that faster?
So now when the voter service center closes, transmit the results directly to the counting center so that we don't have to wait for the drive time. So hopefully that will cut back on the wait time.
Okay, and so do you think the second printout might still come in the 10 o'clock hour?
We're still looking at a 10 o'clock hour for the second printout. It just depends on when we release the first results.
And down there on the floor, it became a bit of a hive of activity just about an hour ago. So what ballots had come in that those guys were processing?
So this is the ballots that was picked up by the city around noon from the drop boxes. They were taken back to the city's facility for signature verification and then transferred over to us about late this afternoon for us to begin the process of opening them up and counting them.
Okay, and then recap for us the timeline on the third unofficial printout as well as the final one the week after.
So the third printout will just be done when every county is finished processing. So as each county finishes processing, they'll release their own third report. And then the last report is after we clear signatures, which voters have up to 5 days to clear invalid signatures. So if they forgot to sign, they can still sign their ballot. And then we'll add those in for the final report.
But other than the long lines, no real hiccups, right?
You know, it's so far so good. We'll see. Still an early night.
We'll take your perspective. You've been doing this a long, long time. Thank you very much. Scott Nago, Chief Elections Officer. So we are waiting for the first printout to come out, and we will be first on air to let you know when we've got it. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks so much, Diane.